Alright. I think we are officially live, working on some beautiful flight sim today. It's very exciting to finally get to try this out after waiting so long for it to come. I mean, we've heard tremendous things about this and everything that it can do and how realistic the graphics are supposed to look. Let's see, where are we? Course level map activities. I think we should do a little flight training because I know that they introduced the ability to be able to use a controller, which is exciting. I don't have to set up a yoke and all that. So I guess I'll start with the basics and just move forward with how everything works. I wonder if do they let me change from Sedona? I don't think so. Okay, well, we'll do it anyways. But it is super exciting to be able to use it. It was just truly terrible. We will move forward though and pursue this controller to see how we can actually do. Interesting to learn about aileron, flaps, rudder, and elevator. Well, that's good. I'm glad that we're gonna get some useful stuff. It's exciting. See. So that's one thing that I read about in this, is that there's going to be a lot of long loading times whenever you're going into the world, but that's understandable. I mean, they talked about having, terabytes and terabytes worth of stuff in the cloud to access. Ready to fly, I guess. Oh,
welcome to flight training. I'm your instructor, Captain Molina, but you can just call me Jess. This session, we'll get started with some basic controls. Sound good?
Sounds good, I guess.
First things first, let's get familiar with your surroundings. Don't worry. I've got the stick while you get your bearings. Out your side windows, you can see we have great visibility over Sedona today.
I don't see Sedona. I see freaking mountains. Oh, okay. Maybe, yeah, out over there.
This is Red Rock territory.
So that's quick.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, it is nice. They did tremendous with the graphics so far, I can say. Keys left, right, up, down. So what is up to? Okay. Use the left, right, up, down to translate the camera inside the cockpit. Oh, okay. I don't know. Left, right, up, down? Maybe? Left. Oh my gosh, let me do a 360 in the cockpit. That's insane. It really doesn't know what it wants me to do here. It's left, right, up, down. I'm pretty sure I'm doing that. It keeps losing track that I'm using a controller. Okay. Okay. Say like custom. I don't want to do that though. I really don't care about views that much, to be honest. I guess Control Alt-1. That seems a little redundant. Right. Okay. Save a custom camera. Oh, looks like one. Okay. Or not. Control Alt-1.
See if you can spot the Sedona Airport. The runway should be a pretty easy landmark to find.
I see it. Barely. How do I get back up? Holy crap. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I definitely see it.
There you go. Visual confirmation on the airport.
Okay, we're doing good. I can see this.
Now that we're oriented, it's your turn. Time to fly this bird.
Oh god, throwing me right into it.
The first control on our training list is the yoke.
Okay, the yoke down there, sure.
I still remember my first instructor saying the yoke is like a steering wheel. Almost. Sure, you can turn, but you can also pitch.
Yes, you can do a lot with that.
For starters, it controls the ailerons.
Okay.
And the ailerons, they allow the plane to roll and bank into turns. Go ahead and try rolling to the right.
Alright guys, we're gonna roll gently to the right apparently.
Nice.
Oh heavens, that's so sensitive.
Now let's see you level
It's
back
so
out.
sensitive. Okay, I'm trying. Uh-oh.
Good.
There we go, we're level. Haha.
Of course, the yoke also controls the elevator. And
Okay.
the elevator affects the plane's pitch, right?
Yeah.
Pull back on the stick, the plane starts to climb. Give it a shot.
Oh my gosh, it's so touchy. Like,
The most
I am
valuable
barely
things in
touching this stick.
aviation are speed and altitude. But
Oh,
notice,
no.
when you're pitching up, your speed is decreasing. You could add more power. Or for now, let's just pitch down.
It just went from like 60 miles an hour to like 140. Okay, gently push forward on the yoke to decrease
Just
pitch,
like
yeah.
that. Your
Okay.
speed's picking up again
It is
as the
so
nose
touchy.
pitches down.
That's one thing I gotta say. So I'm using an Xbox controller,
As
and
you
this
level
is
back out,
beyond
let's talk about
touchy.
another control. The rudders at your feet.
The rudders, okay. Yeah, down there, the rudders, okay.
Rudder pedals control the aircraft's side-to-side movement, also known as yaw.
Okay.
On the ground, those pedals are going to steer the plane left or
Uh-huh.
right. Up here, they properly align us during turns. Try them
Sounds
out
good.
and watch the plane's nose skew to either side.
Okay. So left and right, okay. So rudder.
Simple enough, right? Before we go on, let's bring the plane back to straight up flight. Make sure
Barely.
your dashboard is aligned 3 to 4 inches below the horizon for a cruise attitude.
Okay.
Okay, the last thing we're gonna cover now is the
We're
throttle.
doing good, honestly.
If you have the need for speed, then the throttle's for you. Full control over the power
yes,
output
give
of
me
the
full
engine.
speed of that.
Let's
wanna
see
do
what
this.
happens when you cut all the power.
Oh god, that sounds like a horrible idea. Use throttle lever to decrease to cut it. Okay, so that's not throttle. I'm glad that it's told me what decrease throttle button is. No, those are flaps. Okay, so those are flaps.
Let's see what happens when you cut all the power.
Yeah, but you didn't tell me how to, woman. It's not X. I don't know what A does. B. Because that's all view. That's angle. I don't know how to decrease.
Let's see what happens when you cut all the power.
Yeah, that's cool. I don't even see where the throttle is supposed to be at. There's throttle. Decrease power. Okay, but you didn't tell me what I needed to press. I think it said press Control C. Basic controls. It's just a question mark. That's cool.
Let's see what happens when you cut all the power.
Come on, tell me how to cut all my power. Let's see. Let's see.
Let's
Oh,
see
I-
what happens when you cut all the power.
Well, it's really good at telling me that one thing over and over again, but not telling me how to actually cut it. It just says decrease throttle to cut engine. Okay. Oh no! It's not telling me. Holy crap.
Let's see what happens when you cut all the power.
Okay, but how? Let's move that over there. Okay, but how? There's gotta be... Oh my. Use throttle lever. Okay, where's throttle lever? Mixture, throttle control. There's gotta be a different way to do this though.
Let's see what happens when you cut all the
Okay, so
power.
those are flaps. This is pedals. That makes sense. Okay, that's how I changed view. Oh, hey, assistance. That might help us there. Wow. Piloting, training, yes. Care about that. Where's like just controls? Controls, duh. Obviously, just have to look at it. That's literally all. That'd be a lot easier if, you know, I was actually reading or paying attention to it. Let's see. Well, hey Alicia, it's not actually Doug today. It's his little brother Jonathan. Let's see. We are going to figure out. Well, just go. Yeah, controller. Sure. Default's fine. Jeez. Primary controls. Yeah. I feel like feels pretty common. I am doing well today. Just trying to figure out. Oh, power management, throttle, B and A. Okay. I wish I would have just said use B or A to increase throttle. That made it a lot easier. Okay, we can do that. We have decreased throttle.
Surprise, surprise.
Hey, Naomi.
Our altitude is decreasing. This might be a good time for a piloting PSA. Always keep an eye on your surroundings, because nobody likes a low-flying duck.
We're doing
let's go
good
ahead and
now.
throttle back up.
Okay, so we figured out how to fix the throttle issue. It's A and B.
There you go. Speed is increasing, and as long as we maintain the same attitude, our altitude will keep climbing too.
Control aircraft.
You're really getting the hang of your controls. Before long, you won't even need a co-pilot.
I don't think I do now.
Until
the
then,
controls.
if you want help with the radio or checklists or
We're doing
simply
pretty good,
flying the
honestly.
plane, I'll be here. You can pass me the controls when you're ready to finish your session, or keep flying. It is a great day after all.
I wonder if I'm able to land this.
You left the training airspace, you need to go back.
I know I left it. I'm trying to go back as we speak, looking for this runway. Yeah. Do we sound a lot alike to you, Naomi? Let's see. Sedona. Get to a higher altitude. Well, I think we can move forward from this.
All right, I have control. Good job.
Okay. Well, we did that. That's not too bad. Altitude and instruments. Honestly, I kind of just want to jump into it. Let's see. I think we can take off. I don't know. Take off and level flight. Okay. Yeah, I guess we could learn how to manage that. Might as well just continue and learn a little more. Let's see which one. Flight conditions, training. Which one did I select? Altitude and instruments. Okay, we're good. We're learning about altitude and instruments today, I guess. Altimeter, turn and slip indicator, yep. Heading indicator, barometer, tachometer. Okay. Okay, and that's our amount of RPMs in the tachometer. Okay, that makes sense. Everything here makes pretty good sense. It obviously doesn't give the best controls always, but that's okay. We're learning.
Today we're talking about attitudes of flight, how your plane is oriented relative to the horizon. If you look outside, you can see the cockpit is just about 4 inches below the horizon line. We're flying straight with a decent rate of speed. This is the cruise attitude. Let's see how it reads on your instruments. attitude indicator. As the name implies, it shows your current attitude. The white line is the horizon, with the sky above and the ground below. That orange element in the middle, aligned with the horizon, that's your plane. Just like we saw outside, our current attitude reads pretty much straight and level.
Yep.
Okay, now let's see how much power the engine's generating. Check your tachometer.
Yep.
Looks like we're pushing around 2,300 revolutions per minute.
Okay.
Combined, attitude and engine RPMs translate to aircraft performance.
Okay.
Which leads us to your airspeed indicator.
Okay.
Now, last but not least, check your altimeter. To figure out your altitude, you always want to read the small
About
needle
6,000
first.
feet.
That's how many thousands of feet up you are. Then on to the big needle for the hundreds.
Okay.
With our current attitude and power output, we're holding a speed of 90 knots and a stable altitude of 6,000 feet.
That makes sense.
But that's about to change. Take the stick when you're ready.
I'm ready. Let's take this.
Pull back slightly on the yoke to raise the nose just above the horizon line. About 2 inches. Make sure you don't pitch up too much, or the angle will be too
Gosh,
steep to
it's a
create
very
lift.
touchy.
And without enough
very
lift,
touchy.
we'll stall. Alright, go full throttle and start climbing. Welcome to the climb attitude. See how it shows up on your attitude indicator and tachometer?
Gosh, they need to make those not so touchy.
According
'Cause I'm
to your
like barely
altimeter,
touching
we're
this stuff.
gaining altitude.
Holy
But we're
heavens.
losing airspeed even at full throttle, proving you
Yeah.
can't avoid basic physics while making a climb.
Holy heavens. I'm like barely touching this.
Okay,
I mean,
before
like,
we go
to
on,
tell you
let's get back
barely,
to a cruise
barely.
attitude.
So just be
Ease
ready
up on
for
the
it.
yoke
Super
and aim
touchy.
your nose just below the horizon. Then throttle back down to 2,300 RPMs. Nice job. We're now set up with the same attitude and power we had at the top of our lesson.
Holy heavens.
Next up is the descent attitude. Start by reducing your RPMs to 1,800. Then drop the plane's nose a bit further below the horizon.
Holy heavens. How far do I need to pull out the throttle? Where we need to be.
As expected,
1900,
with a nose down
there we go.
attitude, our altitude is decreasing while our speed is picking up.
Yeah.
Why don't you get us back to a cruise attitude and we'll hit the last part of our lesson. There we go. Now that we know how to cruise, climb, and descend, let's talk about the turn attitude. Gently pull the yoke left or right to start rolling the plane. If you take a look outside, you can see how our attitude's changed, but you can also check your instruments for the details.
I see that.
As a general rule, you always want to keep your turns under 30 degrees.
That's a good question, Naomi.
At the top of your attitude
maybe an
indicator,
hour or two.
there's a series
Just
of
trying to get through
notches
some of these
representing
streams.
10 degrees each. Use them to control your roll. Notice the more you turn, the more you need to pull back on the yoke to maintain altitude. When you're rolling out, you'll need to do the opposite. Roll and push at the same time. The more you know about the main attitudes of flight, the closer you get to that pilot state of mind. So keep practicing, and whenever you're done, pass me the controls.
I understand that all pretty well. None of that's too
Thanks,
complicated.
I've got control now. Well done.
Honestly, none of that was too hard to understand. Yeah, that was, what, 3 minutes? Yeah, that's easy. So I guess we'll do takeoff and level flight. I wish it would show me how to edit my trim so I could just Mainly just because it's not, it's overly sensitive. If it wasn't so sensitive in terms of like I barely touch the joystick and it yanks the plane up, it wouldn't be so bad or so difficult. That's the only thing that I would complain about is they need to give us more spectrum on that. So I barely touch it to the bottom left, and I mean I'm like barely nudging it, and it yanks the plane. It's way too sensitive. Remember to always check the approach path for traffic. Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
There's an old saying I like. A mile of road will take you a mile. A mile of runway will take you anywhere. Taking off isn't hard, but there are a few key points to remember. First, we always take off into the wind, which won't be an issue on a calm day like today. Second, before we enter a runway, we always make sure it's clear.
Okay, so that's how you disengage park and brake. It's easy enough. Is that how I re-engage as well? Yeah. Okay. Then hold X to focus.
Everything looks good, no cross traffic. Go ahead and taxi into position. The rudder pedals should make steering the plane pretty easy.
I need this really to move so that I can see. Oh gosh. Not as lined up as I'd like to be.
Alright, let's do this. Apply full power and I'll walk you through the takeoff as we go.
Alright, that looks better. Okay, apply full power. So we'll go ahead and increase that to max. Our throttle's full down, we're looking good there.
Use your rudders to stay on the center line and keep pushing power until you reach 55 knots.
Oh god, okay. Yeah, I totally pressed that one accident. Yeah, we're staying relatively center.
Now gently pull back on the yoke. Line up the top of your instrument panel so it's a couple inches above the horizon. That'll pitch us up and set a good climb attitude. And we're airborne.
I need it to not yank so
Focus on flying straight. Use your rudders to keep the runway heading of 210 degrees. Maintain 75 knots, and we'll reach our target altitude of 5,500 feet in no time.
I want you to do semi-in-depth stuff there, but honestly, they need to make these controls not so touchy, because I'm barely touching this. And it's yanking. It's yanking hard. I don't know how they expect you to land if it's so touchy. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Yikes. Let's see. I think we're doing decent. I'm kind of surprised it hasn't given me any further instructions. I guess we can try to level out. So what are we at altitude-wise? Between 5 and 6. It's not horrible. I feel pretty good in those. Speed.
5,500 feet. A nice, safe altitude for part 2 of our lesson.
Good.
Straight and level flight. First step here is adjusting our attitude. We're in a cruise attitude, pushing max power. To stay level at our target altitude, let's start by easing the throttle back to 1,800 RPM.
In preparation for that. That's awesome. Doing decent so far. I know it said they wanted me to ease it. I don't know where they want me to ease it to, honestly. I'm holding at 80. Let's see. Felt like we were doing. I know we were cruising at around 90 before. But I don't know what it wants me to do now. Let's see. Got the puppy here. He just wants to play. He brought up a toy with me. He keeps smacking it around. Let's see. tell me. You want me to go full throttle again? Because I know that's not what you asked. Charles not giving me any instruction otherwise. So, what do you want me to do? You want to put on the parking brake? I don't know what you want me to do with it. Just gonna let me fly this thing willy-nilly like? Apparently so. Alright, where's this runway it came from? Pretty sure I can land this thing. We have it flying for a second in this direction. We'll find it here eventually. We're still at like 5,000 feet. Imagine it's over this hill. From the exterior of the plane. Oh wow. That's very helpful. Graphics look pretty decent here. Wow, I'm instructor right there with me. Staying fair if I do anything. Oof. I don't know where that flap. There we go. Flaps are even now. Pretty good about that. We just gotta locate. Let's see. This airport / runway. All the above. Oh, it's right over there. Okay. We're not very much so meant to run like that, but that's okay. I feel pretty confident in this. Ooh. Can you not get me recentered in here? What's going on? There we go. How are we looking throttle-wise? They're doing okay. Where's just telling my speed here? That's really what I need to know more than anything else. Yeah, I got airspeed over there. Okay, I see where engine is. Full flap here. Doing decent. Now I'm supposed to land with the wind, but I'm definitely not doing that. Doing decent though, lined up for this runway, I think. Well, I guess we're not perfectly in line with this. Just a little bit more on that course still. Little corrections. I'm trying to coast in now. Oh no, we're gonna make it. Haha! A little rough. We made it though.
You weren't really supposed to land there. It's well done, don't get me wrong. Just not what was expected. At this point, I think it's probably best if we start the lesson over.
Ooh, what happens whenever you don't follow the lesson plan? I think we should just go to some free flight now, maybe explore some areas. Okay. Yeah, world map. Select departure airport. Sure. Wow, there's SeaTac. There's all kinds of cool stuff. Recommended airports. I wonder if DFW is there. I don't know why it wouldn't be. Dallas, Fort. There's gotta be Dallas, Fort Worth. Oh, do we do that? DFW, we'll do it that way. Yeah, there it is. That's a nice one, I'm sure. Select arrival airport. Ah. 11 nautical miles, 1 minute. What do we want to use as our plane? We got so many options. There's turboprops, airliners. Airliners are always cool. Wow, that thing looks massive. So does that. The 747 looks massive. propellers, jets. Jets are always cool. Love jets. Kind of like the idea of doing one of these. Well, we have been flying props this whole time. We were flying like a little Cessna before. Why would I? Oh, it's in this. Okay. Yeah. But these are all cool. Super, super cool. Yeah. Ooh, Piper Cub. Those are cool. Endurance 7 hours, endurance 5 hours. Do that. Should we do an airliner? I feel like I should go straight for an airliner just because of how outrageous they are. We're gonna go for a 747, I think. Maybe the 787. It's not as big and obnoxious. You know what? Go big or go home. We'll do the 747. I think once we're ready to go, we just hit that we're ready to go, right? There should be a. Got that. Got that. Okay. Fly. Okay. Yeah. That would be cool. Do Albuquerque? Yeah, we'll do Albuquerque right after this, though. Because this will be a short fight. Or flight, Jesus. Yes, it's Monkey. So these airports are relatively close to each other, as it showed. It was like 11 nautical miles. It wasn't anything crazy whatsoever. Only thing I'm worried about is I didn't fly a jet in the previous one, and I don't know how much it's going to want me to pay attention to traffic and taxiing and things of that nature. So we're going to have to figure that out as we go. But it should be pretty easy, I think. I've flown a lot in other simulators, definitely not with a controller, especially not one as touchy as this. I feel like I'm going to slam the 747 directly into the ground upon landing. If I can get it off the ground, though, that's the key, which I think should be the hardest part, but that remains to be seen. Let's just release the parking brake and then go. What's crazy is,
Rogers Tower Boeing Alpha
nice.
Sierra 747 ready for departure to the east at runway 31.
Looks pretty good.
Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 cleared for takeoff runway 31 departure.
Haha, it said we're ready to fly. Wow. Oh wow. Wait, is our parking brake on? Parking brake pull. Okay, so that would be it. Set. Oh no. Yes, parking brake is engaged. Oh my. Oh my. This is kind of scary, to be honest with you guys. It's a big plane. I think we're maxed out. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's so big. I hope we have enough runway. I don't think I put my flaps all the way down. Hopefully they're down now. I can't see to tell. That should be enough for us to get off the ground, though. Yeah. We're doing good there. I don't know how to pull up runway gear. That's kind of a problem.
Boeing 747 continue for east departure. I will contact you next when you leave my airspace.
Okay.
Boeing 747, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Oh my, this is so crazy. Oh. I really need to slow down these engines. I'm going to be speeding. Oh heavens. Where's the other airport I'm going to? Wait, is that it over there? Is that what you were telling me? Oh god, it's loading so much information. Okay, we'll figure out how to...
Boeing 747, please acknowledge.
Sorry, bud, I'm not acknowledging. Trying to get those flaps in. Oh heavens. I'm speeding. Oh my, it's telling me that I'm speeding. Okay, so that's Wiley
Boeing
Post.
747, please acknowledge.
Yikes. So Alessandro, we're just flying around the city where I'm from, which is in Oklahoma. Oh my. This is very worrisome. Okay, so there's Will Rogers. There's Wiley Post. So, it means somewhere off over by where that green light's flashing, probably exactly where that green light's flashing,
Boeing 747,
is,
acknowledge last transmission.
let's see, reduce speed. I'm not too worried about that. So, probably down where that green light is, which looks like to be a plane, there should be another runway. Oh my gosh, we need to turn down these engines. Which, I'm hoping it'll show me. 49% fuel. We've already burned that much fuel? There's no way.
Boeing 747 ATC services terminated.
Oh god, that's where we're supposed to land, down there. Oh heavens, that's exactly where we're supposed to land, down there. Why is the gear not coming down? Why isn't the throttle coming back? I'm not getting any type of control over this right now. I'm telling it to power down and everything, and it's not. It's just stuck full throttle. Come on. Yeah, disconnect on the throttle. Come on. God. Holy heavens. You all working together now? Jesus. Okay. Let's get this recentered. Oh my god, that's where we're supposed to land. Oh heavens, now we're stalling. What a nightmare. Okay, we're doing decent there. Oh, okay, so that's Will Rogers. We flew in a circle something. Will Rogers, Wiley. Okay. That's the one that we need to be going to over there. Oh, goodness. I can't believe I got that disoriented. We're definitely not flying this plane like it's supposed to be flown whatsoever. So this is less sensitive, which I would say is a good thing than what we were dealing with previously. Honestly, I think we still have way too much speed for what we're doing. Kind of surprised at how well this is actually maintaining speed, because we're relatively down low on speed. Oh, kind of sensitive there. You know, you always want to try to adjust the oh heavens. You always want to adjust right thumbstick, even though we're going to try to just coast this. I mean, honestly.
Rogers Tower, Martex 63733 miles northeast, inbound RNAV runway 31 approach. Martex 637, Rogers Tower. Cleared RNAV runway 31 approach. Altimeter 29er, 2.266 at tree.
Speed is still insane. I wish I knew where the air brakes were, because I could definitely be using those right now.
Cleared RNAV runway 31 approach, Martex 637.
Oh heavens. This is gonna be a rough landing. Oh my. Oh my. 500. I feel better about the speed that we're coming in at. It's still really fast. I don't know how to apply air brakes.
200.
Okay, we're good there.
100.
Still coming in pretty good. Come on. Get me on the ground. Get me on the ground. I'm already halfway through the runway.
20, 10.
This can't be my only brake. Where's my other brake? Wait, we landed it. We used a ton of fuel, but we landed it. Oh my gosh, that was stressful beyond belief. Maybe we should try to stay prop. I don't know. That was insane. We got out of the way though. We still had some runway to spare even. Okay, let's change that. Yeah, we'll go back to the main menu. It's no big deal. So that was kind of crazy. We got it on the ground, which was the good thing. That was really insane, to be honest, with how much you could do. So we're saying Albuquerque. Let's see. Okay, we'll stay there. We're not going to do as big of a plane because that was a little insane, to be honest with you. We'll probably just do a little prop plane. Let's see, 150 appears to be max speed for a lot of these. There's 171. We'll do that. Why not? Albuquerque, here we come. This queen. This ticket looks compared to what you're used to. I'm curious. I'm excited to see the landscape for it, to be honest with you. That's exciting. Loading times could be a little bit better in this game, but I understand it's pulling a lot of information. Graphics do look pretty nice. I know we're flying at night, which is kind of a bummer.
Albuquerque Tower Diamond Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra at runway 26 ready for takeoff, straight out departure.
So why are we starting at 50% fuel? Go. Should be disengaged now. Let's fly. Yeah, we can do that. If you stay with us here, we're going to, we'll go ahead, we'll try to go to Nova Scotia. We can do that. Alright, let it build up that engine speed. Let's go. Looking pretty good in here. Wow, they even have the reflection up there. Dude, that is nice. That is really cool. That is really, really cool. Oh, and it even shows me the heading on the runway on the digital display. Wow. Okay, this is a fancy plane. A very fancy plane. I'm sure I'm going to go ahead and lower our flaps some. Yeah, I'm sure we can get off the ground here pretty quickly. Go ahead and pull up. Yeah, we're good. Try to keep it in between that 5 and 10. Ooh, it's so touchy. So touchy. Oh my gosh. I'm not trying to sink. Question is, does it have retractable landing gear? It does! Hell yeah. Okay. Makes me feel better. Ugh, it's so hard to maintain an altitude with an Xbox controller. Let's see, we do have our gear up now, which means we should be able to put our flaps in. Wants us just to pull up even harder. Well, we can do that. Let's see. If we were going to do that, we can pull back in our flaps that way. There we go. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and hop on the outside of this so we can look. Okay, let's easy. We got this, man.
Diamond X-Ray Golf Sierra, you are leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Wow, we got some nice, nice runways here for sure. Oh god. Okay. There we go. Yeah, everything looks pretty nice here. I like the moon setting in the background. That's pretty cool. So this is one thing that I've talked about quite a bit since the start of this stream. The controls seem to be a little bit too sensitive for my taste. So, I mean, I'm barely touching it, and it's going from, you know, 5 degrees to 15 or 20. That's the only kind of frustration part I have there. But let's go ahead and land this back at Albuquerque down here and go to Nova Scotia, see what that's about. Okay, so let's get this gear out, flaps down. Let's go ahead and cut that engine down quite a bit. Man, we're gonna have to loop around pretty hard. So you don't really need to have a great computer necessarily. You can do it with like an Xbox. I know they released it for Xbox, and it's supposed to do pretty decent in terms of that. I personally played on a computer on ultra settings. I kind of built my computer in anticipation of this game because I own, you know, all the X-Planes and stuff like that. So I've been a big fan for a while. I'm very impressed with the graphics that I'm getting out of this. I'm very curious to see how it compares to a lot of the Xbox graphics. But I'm running a 2080 Ti and some other fun stuff like the Ryzen 3900X.
Diamond X-Ray Golf Sierra, did you copy?
Oh, I couldn't see the ground. No. Oh well. I let the nose dip a little. That's one thing that I would say that they need to do is there's a ton of different yokes out there that you can use, and I have one, but it doesn't recognize it in the system, and it's a relatively large brand for yokes. So that's one thing I would definitely harp on them about is getting support for all those other ones. Now you said Nova Scotia, Lunenburg. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you have pretty good equipment. I mean, I'd probably upgrade the video card if I had to pick. But, I mean, honestly, that i7 should be plenty. Do you know what kind of speed you're getting on that? Lunenburg. Oh, wow. Okay. Lunenburg. Let's see what we find in Nova Scotia. I'm trying to figure out where this airport is. Do you know what your airport name is, or what? Because the only one that's popping up for me whenever I do that is in Colorado. Maybe I'm spelling something wrong. Have to do this. Let's see. I might be able to figure out. Let's see. Nova Scotia. Ooh, Scotia. Airports. Oh, Halifax, duh, yeah. I can do that. Halifax. Which one? What's the name of that one? CYHZ. CYHZ. Boom. Okay, that should work. Question is, can I change time? I can, I believe. The players will do live traffic. Oh my. Custom. Preset, live weather, clear skies. If I'm clear skies, I just don't want it to be so late. Here, we'll go forward a minute. Wait. There we go. Now we got some time. Didn't really like the way that one handled. I guess I'm just more used to jets, so we'll do a jet of some sort. Doesn't really matter which one. Okay, we'll do that. We got it. We can do it though. We are Halifax bound. I'm excited. I think Halifax is a relatively large airport, so we should be having a lot of traffic around there. Is that by one of the Great Lakes? If so, we might be able to fly over that and see what that looks like. It'd be very cool to say the least. So far the graphics have been truly impressive in a lot of the areas though.
Tower Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra ready for straight out departure at runway tree 2.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra cleared for takeoff runway tree 2 departing straight out approved.
Okay, let's get rid of this parking brake. Everything looks so good. Very digital, very nice. That's nice, the Garmin GPS down there. Alright, so let's hold brake, get our throttle up. And let's go. Ooh. Jerked us a bit. Luckily we can pay attention down there so we can get lined up. Looks like we're doing good. So the game ranges anywhere from 60 to 120, just depending. On what edition you get, and then, you know, the more that you get, or the more that you pay.
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra, you are leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Oh, yeah. Looks good. So, yeah, it ranges from 60, 90, and 120, just depending on how much you want to give for the stuff that you get. So that's cool. Wow, this is pretty nice. This plane gets up and goes, though, I'll tell you that. We really don't need a lot of power at all. I like this. This is a nice plane. Very nice plane. Graphics are tremendous. Pretty sure we can fly a hold pattern and come in on that long runway there. So let's do that. We'll do that. We're gonna start rolling that way some. Where's target engine power at? Oh, we're doing incredible. This doesn't take hardly any power to drive, honestly. It's kind of crazy. Oh yeah, this is nice. This is a really nice. This is incredible, honestly. We're going a little bit over the speed. We can change that.
Did you hear my last transmission?
Yeah, we heard your last transmission. We don't care though. Yeah, there's a lot of water here, honestly. I'd kind of be interested to see how Montreal looks. I think that's one of the Great Lakes over there, honestly. I'm curious. I want to go check out the Great Lakes, and I'm curious if they'll let me speed to them or not. Like, what happens if I speed? Are they actually going to complain? Because I think of Great Lakes directly in front of me.
X-Ray Golf Sierra, did you copy?
Let's see. Can you still see the airport? Yeah, we can still see the airport. That's not a problem. Which really is no problem. We'll keep our nose down some. Climbing altitude. We're hauling, we're fighting the altitude. That's for sure. They're probably not happy at all with how fast we're going here, honestly. So we are hauling. As you can see there on the left, we're going 300 knots. We're just trying to keep our nose down, honestly. That's what we're fighting. But yeah, so this is totally one of the Great Lakes here, I'm pretty sure. Just a huge mass of water. Okay, so we're gonna turn around now. We'll get rid of some of that extra speed. We can dump that. Wow, this plane is handling all of this like a breeze. That's insane. We can see the engines are turned down. We used quite a bit of fuel there for this turn. But we're pretty much lined up with that other runway.
Landing gear.
Yeah. So now we're going to be fighting the pull. I'm still pointing to natural excessive speed. Gosh, I need to know where my air brakes are, really. That could help tremendously with everything that we're trying to do here. Still coasting that speed off. Doing decent there. That's good. We're only doing 10% power to these, honestly. We're not giving it hardly any juice. Well, what happened whenever we crashed last time is it kind of just ended. It didn't like explode into like a big ball of fire or anything. I think they're trying to discourage that. I just think it said where your point of failure was. Like on the last one, we hit the ground a little too hard, so it said landing gear failure, something to that effect. So now that we're coming in, we're relatively good and lined up. Honestly, I think we could land from the cockpit if we really wanted to. It's just so sensitive and touchy. If it wasn't, oh my god, so sensitive and touchy, it would not be hard to land. So there, we barely nicked a tree. To show you what happened there, I mean, we barely nicked a tree, and it gave us this black screen. So they prevent you from seeing anything so people don't get the wrong idea or go crazy and just crash into everything. 'Cause that's the thing they want you to do. They want you to learn how to fly and do more. So in our theme of Canada, let's see how Montreal looks. What's the big one there? Probably this international one. Like Detroit. Okay, I wonder what the recommended ones are, because these are the ones that they're supposed to have gone through. Let's do SeaTac. I'm honestly so curious to see SeaTac. I know I said that we'd do Montreal. I'm very curious about SeaTac, though. I really don't want to do it that late, though. Yeah, let's do it like 9:30 in the morning. See if we can't fly. What is it, Mound? How it's now, so I should be able to tell if it's as good as what they think it is, at least. I'm excited. I'm really impressed with how they've revamped the graphics. In terms of controller support, way too touchy on the sticks. Way. Like, there's got to be a line between a little and full board, because pretty much as soon as you start touching it, it's full board, and it's unbearable, because you got to make such small, minute movements at all points in flight. And that's super hard to do on the controller. That's why it yanks it around so hard. It's almost like this accelerometer is turned up too much on the controller, which isn't really that possible. So, loading screens I know are a big complaint for people. In terms of what I've read in the reviews, honestly, I don't think they're that bad. I mean, they gotta realize that once you load in, you can literally fly anywhere in the world. So, I mean, for the world to load in, 2 or 3 minutes between flights,
Seattle
really
Tower,
isn't
Cessna
that
Alpha
bad.
Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra ready at runway 16 left straight out departure.
So the yoke I have wasn't terribly expensive. I think it was around $200. Oh yeah, we're supposed to look and see how realistic this looks. So far, relatively accurate. I know they got a big Alaskan Airlines facility here. Look at these guys fully ramped up. God, this plane does not mess around. We'll get it off the ground. Holy hell, we almost hit our ass getting up. Yeah, that looks like SeaTac for sure.
Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra, you are leaving my airspace frequency.
Yeah, that looks a lot like SeaTac. It's kind of crazy. Anyway, that looked good. That looked really good. That's awesome. Yeah, that looks alright. Let's go ahead. I know I have some family that lives over in Bremerton. So let's go say hi to Bremerton across the Puget Sound here. Roll these engines back quite a bit. Well, howdy there, Picky Plumpers. What a name. What a name.
X-ray Golf Sierra, did you copy?
And they always want to bitch about how fast you're going. I wonder if they have downtown Seattle as well. It looks like they do. Let's put downtown Seattle. I know I keep changing my mind. But honestly, that's cool. I want to see how detailed the world is. It's cool. Yeah, it's definitely realistic in terms of Seattle. The water layout's phenomenal. The amount of city.
X-ray Golf Sierra, did you hear my last transmission?
The waviness of the hills is so accurate as well. I'm blown away by the graphics, truly. They also like bitching a lot about does it have my house in the game? It probably does up in Vancouver, up to an extent. I mean, it's not going to look identical to your house. They kind of have generic houses for sure, but they do use satellite imagery to help with this, which is really cool. Right there where it says that Boeing King County International. So that is actually where they have the Boeing facility where they build the planes that we're flying. We're not flying a Boeing currently, but yeah, they actually manufacture them and take them off right from there. That's one of their manufacturing plants down there. So that's really cool. So there's downtown Seattle. Obviously, we got to lose some altitude because we want to see it up close and personal. And we can't get a felony in this game for flying too low. Ooh, we are about to pick up a ton of speed though. But we're going to turn these engines way down. Services are terminated. Well, that's pretty cool. Hey, the Space Needle. So it has iconic things in here. Another place I'd be really interested to look at is Las Vegas. I bet that is beautiful. Flying over the Strip at night and seeing like the pyramid and everything. I bet that's awesome. But like we're running 25% power there, still maintaining 280 knots. Like yeah, we're losing some. Okay, so we're flying over the shipyards. Let's see if we can find CenturyLink. Whoa! You overstressed the aircraft. No! Okay, we're gonna restart. We're still flying to downtown Seattle. We just need to use way less power. But that's cool that they put that in there, that I overstressed the aircraft. That's kind of crazy. Well, we're relatively new to the YouTube game, to be honest. I appreciate the love and support from you guys. Yeah, so we've only been streaming and making videos for probably 2 months now. So for being here for such a short amount of time, I think we've done tremendous. But yeah, always give us a like and a sub. That helps us out tremendously. It moves us up a little bit in the YouTube rankings, and we can hopefully get a lot more done. There's two sides of us. Obviously, we're two channels merged into one, trying to get as much content out there as we can for you guys. But yeah, this is incredibly detailed. And absolutely incredible. But yeah, I appreciate the support there. Let's get that parking brake disengaged. Okay. We're at power level. We need to be at 100% power level. And then once we get off the ground, it wants us to roll it back to 70 for safe decline. Let's get our flaps down some, because we need that. Oh yeah, we're plenty. And I can roll these engines back instantly to about 70. But we need to be taken off up and to the right. Ooh. Pull up that landing gear. I'm not stalling, don't worry. Give it a little bit more power. We're turning way before we're supposed to. Alright, let's pull these flaps up. We do have a Discord server, and it's called A Code Morto. I believe we have a link in the description, but if not, feel free to just comment on this video. Well, I guess you are commenting. I can try to send you a direct message with a link to it and invite you. Let's see. Come on.
Clear
We'll
to
do
land
this.
runway 16 left on the express tree 23.
Sorry, I'm trying to not over stress the plane. I definitely don't want to do that and make us have to restart over again. Man, this thing just flies so easily in terms of getting a ton of speed. We'll roll the engines back to 30% and see how we do there. But we do everything on here. Let's see. We do everything on here in terms of games. We play everything from Civilization to Fortnite to Flight Sims to you name it. I mean, we do roleplay servers on GTA. So we have a variety of stuff. I'm definitely more into the simulator stuff. I think it's so cool, especially now with how much they've improved and changed. Hey, look, there's a plane over there. Bet we'd get in a lot of trouble if we ran into that plane that's lined up with SeaTac over there. Looks like we're actually maintaining pretty well here at 20% of our engine power. That is insane.
Southwest 737 Seattle Tower. Cleared ILS runway.
Wow, they have a ton of air traffic here. That's crazy. You can see all the flashing lights off on the horizon if I can aim it that way. Yeah. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are lined up. That's insane. Okay, we're going over Seattle now, so we'll slow down. So there's CenturyLink Field. That's where the Seattle Seahawks play. Right next to that, that's the Mariners Stadium. That's pretty cool. Of course, all the docks and shipyards, because they're a port city. Let's see, does that look pretty accurate to downtown Seattle? It doesn't look far off, to be honest with you. That looks pretty close with the Ferris wheel. That looks pretty good. I'm impressed. That Space Needle looks surprisingly accurate, and they got it right next to the glass and everything. Yeah, that's 100% accurate, honestly. Okay, let's get these engines revved up so we can get us out of here. We can probably fly back around. This game is actually online as well, yes. You can join other live players. Okay, so we're trying not to overstress the airplane, which is what I'm assuming that AOA is down there. Holy crap, there's so much air traffic though. Two other jets just right there. We're obviously way below the altitude that we're supposed to be. We'll throw a set of flaps down. There's Mount Rainier. Oh, so landing gear. Overstressed it because I did the flaps. That's okay. We need to change cities. We definitely need to change cities. We can go to Toronto. That's fine. I'm totally down to go to Toronto. See what that's about. We just got done at Halifax, so yeah, let's check out Toronto. Did I spell that right? Hopefully, Toronto. Where's anything that says international? This is probably no. Yeah, I'm assuming that's your guys' international one. Let's change it to daytime because we obviously want to see what it looks like. Let's do it around noon. That sounds good. This plane is a little fast, honestly, for what we're doing. We might try a turboprop. So it'll be way less crazy. Yeah, let's try that. So we changed it a little, which is nice. Yeah, Toronto definitely seems like a cool place. I mean, there's a ton to do. I mean, they got the Toronto Maple Leafs there. It's an iconic city for sure, especially for Canada, for the world, really. I mean, they have tons of stuff that they've accomplished there. As per Raft, we haven't played Raft in actually a month plus. I want to say maybe even close to 2 months now. But whenever we recorded about probably 8 to 10 hours over the course of 2 days, and then just broke it up into segments and released it. It's crazy. We have not played Raft in such a long time, and I love that game. There's so much you can do with it. I never knew that there was a quest part to that story at all. So to discover that was incredible in itself. Yeah, we'll probably end up playing it again. I don't see why we wouldn't. It's great. 100%.
Tower Beechcraft Alpha Sierra, X-Ray Golf Sierra Kilo at runway 23 ready for takeoff, straight out departure.
Yeah, let's see if we can find this tower. Go ahead and get this rolled up, get the parking brake off. Feeling pretty good there. Probably roll down the flaps there. Yeah, I'll play Fortnite. I'll stream Fortnite when I play, honestly. I got to level 100 on the season pass. So I feel pretty good about that. Let's get this up in the air. Oh, we have to do 104. Holy crap, this requires a lot. I have to go to 104 to get off the ground. I don't have to do 104. Okay, never mind. When are we going to play again? Or, when did I get to, did I beat the season pass? Stall. When to play? Depending, I might be able. I don't know what Mordo and I have planned for tomorrow through Sunday, because we usually record Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Honestly, I usually flake on Friday, so he does solo projects on Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday we usually put our heads down and get to go on it. As per streaming, I'm trying to get a little bit more streams going for you. So hopefully at some point through the weekend we could do it. Maybe even Monday if for some reason we can't do it over the weekend. Definitely, if I can figure out, I think if I'm not mistaken that. I think the new season starts on the 27th. What time works best for you? What time would you want me to be on here for you? What time do you have availability for me to stream Fortnite. I'll tell you, I work during the day, so it probably, I think we're in the same time zone. Thanks for giving us good luck on the streams. We appreciate that a ton. We are headed for downtown Toronto.
Sierra Kilo, please acknowledge.
Yeah, Monday would work for me, and I could probably do that in the afternoon around 8 through 10 Central Time. Somewhere through there.
Beechcraft Golf, Sierra Kilo, please acknowledge.
Honestly, I can take this down to about 30. Drop off. So, yeah, there's the CN Tower right there. Yeah, no problem there, Mr. Plumpers. We're we're almost there. I love your name. It brings a smile to my face. So that's all that I can really ask out of any username. But yeah, there's the CN Tower there in the distance. We're trying to drop some altitude for you. You know, I'm like,
Landing here.
ooh,
Landing here.
I'm gonna keep my engines on. Keep them on at 5%. So basically idling. Yeah, we're adjusting to that. Dip down some altitude for you. Yeah, this game is absolutely beautiful. That's one thing, and I'm running it on the best possible graphics settings for you guys, so that you can see everything that's supposed to be here. Even at doing that, we're pushing, 108 FPS right now, so that's pretty good. I can't ask for much more. So there's the CN Tower and their downtown concert hall as well, it looks like. We're going to try to get as close as we can to that for you, and then we can probably land at that runway. Yeah, we could probably do 8 p.m. for you there, Naomi. Do some Fortnite 8 p.m. on Monday. Awesome. Oh my gosh, that tower is beautiful. So is the little concert hall right next to it. It's crazy. Look, we're not going to crash into it, but we'll get close. That's as close as I feel comfortable getting. But look at that. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, we got to raise our power up some here. Maybe to about 35. We'll go to 40. And then if I take it up to about, we're going so fast now. I'm gonna lower flaps of 1. Ooh, they gave us a ton more lift than I was expecting. For the lower speed. This will be such a short runway too. That has me stressed. I think we can do it. Yeah, feel free to promote our channel as much as you want. I mean, we love free publicity. I don't think anyone out there can complain. As long as it's content that you like, I mean, that's all that really matters. We just love doing what we do, and I'm glad that we can share it with you guys. I think I can pretty much coast this out.
Landing here.
We'll do another. Okay, we've got the engines completely off
Landing
at
here.
this point,
Landing
theoretically
here.
speaking.
Landing here. Landing here. Landing here. Landing here. Landing here.
We got landing here. Oh, heavens, okay, look at this. We're limited. Yeah, spread us around as much as you want. That sounds horrible. I don't know how to say that in a good way. But yeah, feel free to share us with as many people as you want. We love getting more people involved, and it allows us to do so much more. And you know, we'd all love just to be able to sit at home and play video games all day. I don't think there's anyone out there that wouldn't really enjoy that. 3%. Oh god, this is such a short runway. We're prop plane and I feel like this is short. This is terrifying. Oh my god. Okay guys, we are coasting in about as much as someone can coast in. Holy hell. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, we landed. We're on it. We're on it. Oh my god, we're braking. I think we actually made it. Oh hell, that is a terrifying runway. Can we see the CN Tower from here? We sure can. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. That is cool right there. That's cool. We brought it to a landing. That's awesome. Yeah, let's go to the main menu again. I really want to fly around Las Vegas and see what that looks like, because I believe that could just be truly incredible. Texas or Boston? Or you mean Boston, Texas? I might be reading that wrong. I'm dyslexic, so forgive me if I don't make a lot of sense sometimes. Let's see, there's got I know there's an international one. We don't want the Air Force Base. Las Vegas Airport. Well, let's just see which one it is. Las Vegas Airport. What is their big airport there? McCarran International. That's what we needed. McCarran International. So we'll go MCCARRAN. I'm not pulling up anything there. I think that's all we're supposed to be at, though. Let's see, let's try that again. Las Vegas. There's gotta be Henderson, Las Vegas Airport, Morales. I know that they got. There it is. There it was. Alright, let's do it. We're flying at night, too. That'll be cool. So many good views. We'll go to Boston, Texas. Don't worry. We'll go there next. I definitely want to check out. I definitely want to check out Las Vegas because, I mean, the Strip is supposed to be so beautiful. You know, you got the Luxor, you got Caesar's Palace, MGM Grand, you got like a miniature Space Needle there, the miniature Eiffel Tower. Oh my god, I bet Paris is insane with the Eiffel Tower. There's so many places I just want to go explore now. Which I think is kind of the fun behind all of this, and the ingenuity of learning how to fly, seeing how modern technology works. There's so much you can do. It's crazy, and there's so many places you can see just from your living room, or you know, your office, or YouTube. It's truly astonishing. I appreciate you coming, Mr. Plumpers, and subscribing. That's awesome. I appreciate you giving us all these shout outs. We'll definitely work hard to keep making content that you like, and that of course we like. That's what it's all about, making something we love and that you love with us. It is currently 10:51 p.m. my time, so almost 11 o'clock at night. It's pretty decent.
Las Vegas Tower Beechcraft Alpha Sierra, X-Ray Golf Sierra Kilo ready at runway 26 right, departing straight out.
Beechcraft Alpha Sierra,
wow.
X-Ray Golf Sierra Kilo cleared
You're
for
far
takeoff
back
runway
behind us.
26 right, departing straight out.
See ya. Thank you for being here with us. We'll see you later. We got our parking brake. Yeah. I remember. Okay. Let's see what's there. That's the strip right there. We can do that. We can do that. Fully cranked up, engines full bore. Thank God we have a ridiculously long runway. We also have our flaps. Oh heavens. Ooh, I turned this way too high.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Stall. Landing gear. Stall. Stall.
Flaps up.
Stall. Stall. Stall.
Oh
Stall.
no! Oh no!
Stall.
Oh,
Stall.
how we didn't hit the ground there. I don't know. I pulled up those flaps too early. Oh my god. How we didn't just hit the ground there. Now it's some kind of magic, to be honest with you. Okay, so there's the Luxor, so I'll try to fly the exactly down there. Oh, I'm so excited. So excited, so excited. Gosh, we're gonna get altitude still. Let's see. So it doesn't even have the right. Oh my gosh, it does. So this is Mandalay Bay. That's awesome. There's the strip right there. Cool. Okay, so there's Mandalay Bay. We're going to crash into it right now. There's the Luxor. There's the Excalibur. There's MGM Grand. Oh my gosh, this is cool. We are all up through here. I'm going to slow down. So there's the Eiffel Tower. Gosh, there's so much here. We just passed the whole strip so quickly.
Beechcraft Golf, Sierra Kilo, acknowledge last transmission.
I really did not realize the strip was that close to the airport. It's right there. It is right there. That's crazy. Yeah, I did almost die. I almost died like twice there. I almost died hitting the Mandalay Bay, and I almost died just taking off and not having enough power before I lifted the flowers up. There's the Space Needle right there.
Beechcraft Golf, Sierra Kilo, please acknowledge.
Okay, so far Las Vegas has almost killed me several times. Oh my god. Las Vegas has almost killed me several times. That's insane.
Beechcraft Golf, Sierra Kilo, did you copy?
Okay, so now all I have to do is land this. And then we can go to Boston, Texas. Where hopefully we won't die. I can't believe it. We're almost dead. So many times. Let's turn.
Beechcraft Golf, Sierra Kilo, ATC services terminated.
Almost over about 400. God, I hope someone else is Oh heavens. Oh my god, I'm flying so much. And I feel like another plane's coming down this runway too. I really do. Okay, cut it off. Cut it off! Ugh. It's like giving me altitude. I want the opposite of altitude. Oh my god, it's such a key. Oh, get on the ground. Oh my god, that's a taxiway? Not even a runway? Oh my god. Oh my god, there's a plane in front of us. Oh, that is a plane. There was another plane on it. We landed on the taxiway. What? No, there's no way this is a taxiway. There's definitely a plane there. Alright. To the main menu. To go to Boston, Texas. I don't know, is there anything cool to see in Boston, Texas? Or why Boston, Texas? You don't know? Okay. Austin, Texas Airport. Texarkana. Okay, we can do that. TXK. TXK. Texarkana. Says that is the closest one to it. So, we will try that. It'll be cool. I don't know what all will be here, but we'll go exploring. This is cool though. I like it. We forgot to change the time. Just realized that. Yeah, it's probably just marking me as well. Looks good.
Beechcraft Golf, Sierra Kilo, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Honestly, I think this is most likely our last flight. We're probably I'm really curious what performance is like.
Beechcraft Golf, Sierra Kilo, did you hear my last transmission? Beechcraft Golf, Sierra Kilo, acknowledge last transmission.
Landing here. 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 Landing.
Beechcraft Golf, Sierra Kilo, did you hear my last transmission?
Landing here. 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 Landing here.
is so requires so much concentration. Welcome, Husky. It's definitely not Fred. It's just the controls are ultra sensitive. Let's see. I think I can do another flap. We'll do another 2 flaps.
500.
Coming in. Oh. There we go. It was a little rough. We landed it. It was definitely a little rough. Definitely a little rough, but we landed it. Holy crap. That was rough. Oh my goodness, did not expect that at all. Gosh, I really want to try someplace cool. I mean, we've been all over. I mean, it's beautiful. It's definitely beautiful. Because they did Toronto there. But that's cool. Oh, yeah, let's check out London. That sounds fun. Let's see what time is it. Let's skip forward a few hours for him. I bet that's cool. That was cool. Definitely not as safe as we'd like it to be. Yeah, we can go to Houston Hobby next. That's no biggie. We can go there. We'll check it out. See some cool stuff. Hopefully see some... hopefully it's accurate. That's the main thing. We want it to be accurate. But London. So London's going to be cool. We're going to see tons of cool stuff, and then we're going to go to Houston. I don't know much about Houston in terms of its layout. But I imagine they have a nice downtown. I would assume so. But I'll let Husky, I guess, tell me that on how accurate its downtown is. He would probably know. Almost through this loading screen, and then we'll be there. I'm excited. That'll be really fun. Yeah, I've never seen London either. I'm excited. I really, like, besides, like, Sherlock and stuff like that, I've never seen London, never been there in person. Forgive me for the yawn. I've never been there in person or anything, so I'm excited to be able to see it, be able to figure out what's new, what's cool. I'm just hoping it's not a letdown. I know that some of these things are semi-far apart, but we're not planning doing like 200. We should be able to get there.
Heathrow Tower Beechcraft Alpha Sierra.
This looks
X-ray
like a
Golf
giant
Sierra
airport.
Kilo at runway 27 right, ready for takeoff, departing straight out.
We'll get those all the way ramped up. Those flaps all the way down. They go up. Perfect. Feel good about it. That's the only thing that I can't have, honestly. It's faith. Once we get in here, I guess that guy has more than anything else. We're off the ground.
Landing here.
Yep, landing gear. Here we go.
Landing here. 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 Landing
Walk
here.
into your flaps.
Stall.
Perfect. We got our flaps up.
Stall.
We should be good at this point.
Stall. Stall.
Building up speed.
Stall. Stall.
Oh yeah, this is perfect.
Stall.
Yeah, pretty good.
Beechcraft Golf, Sierra Kilo, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Things back behind us. Just take it slow. Yeah, those controls are very touchy, as you can tell. Like some of this is smooth, and I keep on it a lot, but that initial touch is rough.
Beechcraft Golf, Sierra Kilo, please acknowledge.
I'm trying to find like genuine downtown London. I think it's this way. I haven't seen a lot of skyscrapers. I know downtown has skyscrapers. Oh, it's less than this way. I know this is even off the distance that's tall, but I don't know where it is per se.
Beechcraft Golf, Sierra Kilo, did you hear my last transmission?
Yes, J-Dan. There we go. I think the game's awesome. It's beautiful. It has definitely a lot of good mechanics to it. I'm just using an Xbox controller, and that's obviously one of the things it's designed for, but they made it a little touchy, to be honest. Well, I don't even barely touching it just quite hard.
Beechcraft Golf,
Graphics are
Sierra Kilo,
absolutely
did you hear my
beautiful.
last transmission?
A solo or solo. I might have said that one or two ways wrong. I definitely think it's worth the money. I mean, just for one, the sightseeing, the amount of beauty that you get out of it, everything that you're able to do. It's crazy. Like, honestly, the amount of detail that they put into this is incredible. I mean, I remember buying the other flight simulators. This is by far one of the best. And you can, like, adjust your trim altimeter, your trim level, sorry. You can lift your altimeter. You know, the cockpits are unbelievably realistic. Just absolutely incredible. So 100%, yeah, it's definitely worth it. I mean, if you have any interest in flying and want to learn, I mean, buying the yoke's $100, $200, and you can learn to fly like this. I believe it. House of Parliament. Okay, it looks like we are headed downtown. I was semi-correct in my guess, because I knew a lot of it was off of the river. So that's good. Let's try to lose some altitude here. We definitely want to be close to everything. That'll be cool. I'm excited. This is going to be awesome. Downtown London, everybody. Looks like we got some soccer fields down there. Oh god, I'm shut off an American football fields. Yeah. Look at that. That's pretty cool though. They even got more like European style buildings than what we would do. We put detail on top of the roofs with like AC, that's cool. Or heating units, whatever you want to call it. That's cool. Because we're basically downtown. So it says we're coming up on Big Ben and Harlem here pretty quick. So I'm excited to see that. Oh no. Definitely, yes. There's Big Ben and Parliament. Okay. That's awesome. I know where that is now, sort of. I thought it was the bridge, which there's the bridge. Just hasn't loaded in for us yet. That was truly crazy. Incredible. Even though they're driving on water over there. That was awesome. Cool. Oh, there's the shard. Okay, that's cool. That's really awesome. Oh, that's crazy cool. Yeah, the shard. That's supposed to be a super cool, unique building. That's awesome. The Tower of London. And then what's that? Tower Bridge. This is great. I love this. I mean, the amount of beauty that's in the game is absolutely crazy. Absolutely astonishing. Let's see it. I'm not as familiar with London. I can't tell you what this is. It looks like it's something cool though. It's where like Olympic Games are or something. That's cool though. Alright, let's fly them around. That's pretty cool. That was really awesome. Oh no, don't stall. Completely done. Oh, it's okay. We don't get to play right now. We don't have to play right now. I'm just going to torture and love. My puppy's just freaking out. That's awesome. Yeah, I imagine the amount of development time was like just to get, one city done, much less all the major cities and everything like that, and get these like points of interest in place and things like that. Yeah, there's definitely is moving cars and traffic and so much liveliness that you definitely don't feel like you're in a game in comparison with like previous versions. So yeah, there's traffic down there moving. I mean, even our shadow on the buildings down there, absolutely insane. Insane. Barely through the shadow. Barely through the shadow. Barely through it. Yeah, we got 5 minutes. This is cool. This is so cool. I've been doing good. I've been staying ultra busy. Obviously, I haven't been streaming near enough or putting out enough videos. But yeah, I love that back in the sea now. Gotta figure out a good place for us to put this bird down. Yeah, good luck on the landing. Yeah, the plane's definitely gonna land. It gets quieter in here, but I really need to be able to see in front of me. Mainly because I don't have enough sensitivity controls to control within the cockpit.
Landing here. Landing here.
Yeah, definitely looks like that's a really
Landing here.
so
Landing here. Landing.
we're going to continue off a little bit to the left,
Landing here.
and that's mainly just to get right down the
Landing
way
here. Landing 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 here.
Throw our landing gear down, and we'll have to crank up our power. Try to counterbalance that drag that poses. And honestly, we're doing great in terms of speed. Managing our engines, no problem. Gosh, this is going so smooth. That's fun. So smooth though, this is crazy. yeah, if you're in the plane, you definitely think this is one of the worst rides ever. We're doing it pretty good here. Oh, this is exciting. This is exciting. So this one's looking really smooth in terms of like descent and power and everything like that. You can see our shadow in the ground again. A little bit of extra power there. Okay, it's a little bit further. That's one thing. So we're 4 nautical miles on this thing. But, 4 nautical miles really isn't that far away when you're doing 107 towards it. I have crashed, actually, a couple times. Towards earlier in the stream, I didn't really have the controls down the way that I needed to. We are doing really good on this, actually. We can use a little bit more power, which we're definitely doing. Giving a little bit of extra go juice. That's okay. It's all part of it. We're barely in the green there. That's all we need to stay fly, essentially. We're doing so good though. This is crazy how this thing is good. God, that roundabout looks so trashy. In terms of the way how janky that traffic is moving through. We're doing good. We're incredible approach right now. We're incredible approach. Some of those. This is the mount. This is the part that counts here. Power's completely gone. We're now just coasting. Stall. We're just coasting. We're stalling. It's good. It's good. Come on, land smooth. Land smooth. Oh, a little rough. Honestly, not bad though. Not bad. Okay. Wow. I like how little runway space we use to land. Okay, let's get this out of reverse. Let's get this off runway. Hello, Coal Mania. We just landed, we just flew through London. We'll go ahead and pull our flaps up now. We're going to turn. We're doing good. Oh my gosh. So we're almost off landing runway. I'm excited. That's so good. Okay. let's change to good old Houston now and see what we can see. Honestly, I think that landing thing, so excited there. That worked very, very well. I don't plan on crashing in Houston. Obviously, I guess it's completely in my control. I wanted to say it's a little out of my control, but it's relatively in my control. So we'll stay with the same plane now that we're more familiar with it. I'm excited. This will be cool. Alright, so Houston. Now, I wonder if it was one of our selected airports. I guess we won't know. So Houston. We said Houston Hobby. Oh my gosh, my dyslexia kicked in. Houston Hobby. There it is. Let's change the time. 12:42 seems good. Don't want to fly at night. So, we will be loading in. Let's see, all assists, and the guidance controller can switch to assist, all assists. Oh my gosh, yeah, I couldn't imagine that. All assistance and types of aircraft errors you receive. I care about that as much. However, I've never really been around Houston, so it'll be cool to see what all's there and available and what all we can manage to do there. I'm sure we can cause a little bit of havoc, do a lot of exploring, fly a little too close and low for comfort, but honestly that's all just part of it. Houston.
Hobby Tower Beechcraft Alpha Sierra, X-Ray Golf Sierra Kilo at runway tree 1 left ready for takeoff straight out departure.
Southwest tree 5, clear to land runway tree 1 right. Follow the aircraft on final. Wing 267 at tree. Clear to land runway tree 1 right, Southwest tree 5.
It's like downtown Houston's right in front of us. It's pretty easy. Little flaps. Just get off the ground.
Landing here. 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 Landing here.
Pretty easy.
Stall.
A little bit of a stall. Airspeed should be good.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Get a little bit of speed. Or just like that.
Stall.
Beechcraft
We
Golf
just gotta get over
Sierra Kilo, you
1,000
are leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
We're doing good there.
Stall. 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 Stall.
Yeah. We are in Houston.
Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo, please acknowledge.
Don't know too much about it. I'm kind of curious where the ocean is. I'm sure if I looked at the map I could find it. But that's okay. We're about to go by downtown. So I don't know how realistic this looks compared to normal Houston. But we're here and we're looking at it.
Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo, acknowledge last
Looks like
transmission.
I think downtown Houston. I'd assume that's downtown Houston. Maybe the C's which it is. There's some Houston buildings.
Beechcraft Golf, Sierra Kilo, acknowledge last transmission.
Yeah, I definitely think it looks realistic. Most everything seems to be relatively correct, which is kind of crazy. There's downtown Houston for you. Looks good. Looks really good.
Beechcraft Golf, Sierra Kilo, ATC services terminated.
So we'll go ahead and throw down one flap, cut back power quite a bit. We're going to start lowering this nose. We're just around 10%.
Landing here. Landing here. Landing here. Landing here. Landing here.
Find some of the speed. Yeah, we definitely flew over the Toyota Center, so that's pretty cool. Try to get this engine power up some. We are definitely there. 40% of the engine. Cut it down to 15% on the level, which takes us to about 30% of the engine. Dumping the altitude. That's all we gotta do. So it looks like it should be smooth. Lined up for it to be smooth. 500. Some super tall trees. Looking good. It's looking decent. I'm not going to complain. Make sure that it's true. The engine's running on reverse.
Stall. Stall. Stall.
Ooh, that's pretty good. On reverse as well. So the engine should be helping us. good. We can definitely fly in Guatemala. I don't know if I can do it tonight. Gotta get to bed here actually pretty quickly. Get off the runway at least. Stop. Good. Good. That's good. Perfect. Alright guys, well I'm going to call it here. Join us in more though for flights, Fortnite, Kerbal. I mean, we got all kinds of stuff. I really do appreciate you guys watching this and seeing what we got to do. Put in a good solid 2 hours there of just flying around different cities, and I appreciate all of you joining us tonight. And have a